The smaller you start, the more consistent you can be, and you'll have more success in long term.
Welcome to the 14-day sleep challenge. And if you're watching this, you hopefully have seen the first 6 episodes as well. And hooray, good to you, because you landed on day 7, and that's a reason to celebrate. I'm talking to Shelby Harris, psychologist, sleep ambassador. She can help and tell you all about what you need to do to get better sleep. But maybe you can give us a little recap of what we have been discussing in the first 6 episodes.
Just making sure your bedroom environment is nice, quiet, dark, cool, and comfortable. Those are all wonderful things to really think about when you're thinking about improving your sleep overall.
So, well, that's a lot of tips, but we have busy lives.
Yeah.
So what do you do if you can't keep up with these habits?
You know, it's not about doing everything all at once. I think that's actually a recipe for disaster for a lot of people. Start small. What's one thing that maybe you can do? So if it's a wind down routine and you're always watching TV or on your phone right until bed and you don't want to think about having to power down an hour before sleep, maybe start with 5 minutes. Do something like that. 5 minutes before bed, try to wind down. What's the smallest thing that you can do that you can be consistent with? And once you're better at that after a few weeks, then add something else on.
So what you're actually saying is that if you find it too hard to do all at once, pick the one that's easiest for you, and then start off on that, and then try to expand on more.
The smaller you start, the more consistent you can be, and you'll have more success in long term.
You also said just earlier about the sleep journal. I think after 6 or 7 days of keeping up with that journal, what will the patterns be that might pop up at this stage?
Yeah, I think if you might notice that your bedtime or wake time is a little more inconsistent or consistent. You might see some patterns there with more trouble falling asleep or awakening in the middle of the night. You might also notice, do you tend to nap? Are you sleepy during the day? What about your caffeine and alcohol intake? Exercise. Those are all things you might start to notice that may impact your sleep for the better or for the worse. So it's really good to look at all that stuff.
So it's also about creating awareness.
Being aware of it is always the first thing to help you realize what you need to change.
Well, this was a lovely first week. I really look forward to the next week. What are we going to experience in the next episode?
We're going to do much more of a deep dive into sleep issues, waking in the middle of the night, waking too early, gender differences in sleep. So you're going to learn a lot more about what you can do.
Oh, look forward to that. Thank you.
Thank you.